Hey guys, Pete here, HVAC Greatness. So I've been talking about this a while. It's called Blue Ocean Theory, and maybe you've read the book. It's actually Blue Ocean Strategy. It's not a theory, it actually works. So this is based on a book that compares the red ocean that is bloodied with the waters that your competition creates, fighting over the same little bit of business, and the blue ocean, which is not being fished. It's ripe with opportunity. It's a marketing opportunity that you create and you own, or at least you pioneer and lead. Okay? So, in order to do that, how do you do that in an industry that is so competitive? Well, quite honestly, it takes a process, but it's basically creating the opportunity based on entrepreneurial insights, for lack of a better word, seeing something that your competition doesn't recognize, and that's not too hard to do. So what you need, what you should be looking for, whether you're brand new or established, is an unfair advantage, a competitive advantage, a unique marketing position, a unique position in your market, so that when they see your company, they don't see any competition. And when I say they, I mean the public. When, let's say, and this is an example, let's say that you are the indoor air quality champions, Healthy Home Systems, whatever. I'm just ripping here. Now, first of all, you have to go into an identity challenge and everything else. But if you're one of those companies, we do that too, we offer that too, it's not nearly as powerful as a very tight knit specialization. If you're California Heat Pump and all you do is heat pumps or geothermal, you know what I'm saying? If you dial in, that is one approach. But the end result is the same. It is perception by your customer market, your avatars out there, your best, the customers that you want more of, in a way that they see all these people out there that are me tooing, and then they see you. And it creates a situation where you're not in those bloodied waters. You're out enjoying the market by yourself. You're able to set a profitable margin, but it does require you to deliver a better service. So if, for example, if IAQ were your thing, you need to be certified in multiple areas. You need to be doing testing that your competition isn't trained to do. They don't have the equipment to do. They don't understand, right? And that's how you do it. I remember in my market back in the day, the first company to do duct cleaning, that's all they did, duct cleaning. So we subbed them out, a lot of times. Now, they had a terrible identity. A bunch of bearded guys looked like they step out of, the bayou or something. And it was what it was. But this is how these things started shaping up. Well, right now is your best opportunity, guys. You need to be working on transitioning into something that your prospective customers can identify with and say, oh my gosh, this is different. I need this. I need more of this. And you can do that through marketing and everything else, but it starts with identity. What is your X factor? What is that thing about you that stands out? Now, again, this requires a journey. You have to come into that identity. And I talked about this the other day. From the technical aspect, you start climbing up in confidence to the point where you know you're the best and nobody else around can do what you do. And then when you carry that mindset over into your business practices, right? You quit depending on everybody else's opinion, everything else. When you carry that over into your entrepreneurial mindset and quit asking, well, what do you think about my logo? What do you think about this particular thing? An entrepreneur is a leader. They're not a follower. An entrepreneur is are those of you out there that are using these people's systems and those people's systems and everything else exclusively, and they're not stepping out and they're coming into their own. Don't be a follower. And if you are young in the business, it takes a mindset shift. So you go from this employee mindset and you develop into a self-employed mindset, right? And then you develop into a business owner mindset. Different beliefs, you view money differently, you handle money differently, you literally understand things from a deeper perspective. I remember having a conversation with one of the main gurus out there, and they had all this verbiage for the financials. And we were talking about the concept of dollars per crew hour, right? Or dollars per man hour. And they had their own language. But when I learned it, I didn't know what it was called. I just figured it out. I knew what it was, so I didn't call it anything. And this is what you want. When you understand things and you can look at your financials, for example, and you understand how everything works out. I don't know what it's called, but I know how to get to the end result. Then you're in an advantageous position where it's better to know what it is by understanding it than to discover what it is by somebody trying to tell you what it is. You're trying to learn what it is. Experience, there is no substitute for experience, period. You can get your degrees, you can get your pedigree, you can go to this school, you can go to that school, you go to this training, but when you're out there where the rubber meets the road, that's where it comes from. That's where your progress comes from. So, a word of encouragement on this Thursday: start looking at your market. Start looking at the opportunities. You know there's less employees that are available. There's some great programs out there. This is the information age. If you're not investing in yourself and your business and taking yourself to the next level, shame on you. Get out of the struggle. Much of your struggle is right here. You're hitting that plateau or that ceiling, and you're not going to shatter through it until you get it upstairs, and that requires rewiring. That requires exercises of a different sort, training of a different sort. You didn't start, you may be the best service technician to ever grace the presence of a furnace or an air conditioner, right? But not in the customer's eyes. It's the way that you're perceived in your market that will propel you forward or hold you back. So you must be in control of that perception. Reverse engineer it. What is your X factor? What is your HVAC greatness? How do we project that greatness out in a unique way so that when they look in your market, we don't see anything but you. Because you own it. You took that blue ocean by storm. You baited your hooks well. There's a lot of good information out there, guys, but don't get distracted. Success comes with focus. You pick your lane and you take it all the way. And if you want to be, if you want to stay in the lane of, a broader lane of HVAC, heating, air conditioning, furnaces, heat pumps, just maybe a more service oriented, how do you make that into a blue ocean? That's actually the example that we use in our program. And we show you how to do that. We show you how to modify your services so that you are perceived at a whole nother level. And I said this before, I'll say it again. The best, those who are perceived as the best these days are no longer the biggest. That's changing. You can be a one-man operation, a one-person operation. You got one helper, one trainee. And you don't have to run yourself ragged. You don't have to do that anymore. But you do need to simplify if you're going to have a life, build something for your family, be home, spend time with your children, spend time with your family. Strike up that balance and continue to be perceived as the specialist, the best, the one that everybody wants. Pete Ramsey here, HVAC Greatness. I will see you on the next one. Word of encouragement this Thursday. Y'all take care.